What's up, everybody? Just going to give you an update as far as the property goes. We got it. So we now have officially 15.6 acres, and I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I have been down here working on it. And let me tell you, the people that do the homesteading channels and stuff, man, I got to give them kudos. I don't know how they do it. I have no idea how they do video and get anything done. So my hat's off to them. So I've tried to film, but it don't work when you're trying to work at the same time. So anyway, here's where I'm at. I have got a 5-year plan. It started this year. Hold on, let me get somewhere more comfortable. Okay, so here's the plan. 5 years I can retire. Theoretically. I will be eligible for retirement in 5 years. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to take that 5 years, I want to pay this property off, which should be paid off in about 4 3/4 years. It's a little less than 5 years. What I've decided to do is actually, instead of build a house or something, which would be pretty costly all up front and everything like that, what I've decided to do is probably buy one of those sheds that you can turn into a house, and I'll get it, and I'm going to have it moved in right back here. A 14 by 36, and I will build onto that to make me a bedroom as soon as it gets set up, and then I'll finish the inside, so I'll take you all along on that. But I've been pretty busy down here. I have planted apple trees, which I will show you in a minute. I have planted muscadines, several of them actually. I have tame variety and wild variety. And the wild ones is right here behind me. I'll show you them. And I've also planted some tame blackberries. So I'm getting started on it. Okay, the thing about the property. I love it. There's no doubt about that. But the ground is not that great. So it's going to take a whole lot of work on me for me to get it to where I can grow stuff really good. So it's going to take a lot of work, but I've got 5 years. That's the way I'm looking at it. Hopefully I can be moved in here before that, but I kind of doubt it. But I might. You never know. If I can get the shed building, one of them Amish built buildings, if I can get that down here, I'll be a whole lot closer. So, but anyway, I kind of just want to show you around. Show you what we've got. It's kind of warm now. Well, actually, it's done got hot. I know it's been a while since I posted, but anyway, let me show you the trees and the muscadines. Okay, so I have some muscadines that I grew myself. I made some wine out of it a few years ago, and I saved the seed, and I planted them. And they've been growing in my house since then. I had grow lights on them. Summertime, I set one out in the backyard where I'm living now, and I let it go, and that is this one. So it's doing really good. The other one, I had put it in a flower pot. And the main vine on it, I ended up having to trim it because it got so long, and then it died because it was still in a flower pot inside. So I trimmed it and then got the second one going off of it, and I set it out, and here it is. So I have mulch around them and everything. I've got them set, and hopefully in a couple of years I'll have some muscadines on it and make some more wine, because that was so good. Okay, now I'm going to show you where I'm going to put my house, basically. And you'll see me and my son come down here and camped a week or so ago. So, right here. But this is the spot I want to put my house. And I need to talk to y'all about something else too. Speaking of sons. You'll have to give me a minute on that one. Right over there is where I'm planning on putting my building. And looky here, lucky me. Yep. Actually, it's 2-meter bases, and somebody left me a tree stand. So I'll use it. Probably not there, but I'll use it. But I want to go down here and I want to show you my blackberries. They're just now starting to come out, so hopefully they'll do good. Of course, there's 4 billion wild blackberries here. That's pretty much what's growing on this property. But I set out 4 tame thornless blackberries, and I have 1, 2, 3 out of the 4. Yeah, 3 out of the 4 are starting to leaf out. Here's the first one. Second one. This one's doing really good. And I got a bonus in that. There was 4. I don't know what this is. This looks more like a grapevine to me, but it was mixed in. So I planted it. I'll see. Now I'm going to take you up and show you the apple trees and the tame muscadines that I bought. So I haven't built the trellis yet. I'm going to do a video on that. And I'm going to start making more videos. I haven't really made any. And I will explain why. But I'm going to try to get back to living again. So I'm going to start making videos and carry y'all along on this. If you want to come. If you do, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm just doing this basically for me. It's therapy. So if y'all enjoy it, like it, subscribe to me, leave comments. I won't censor anything. I'm going to try, as of right now, to put out 1 video a week. It might end up being more sometimes, and it might be 2 weeks because of my work schedule, but we'll see. Something else I want to show you. Like I said earlier, the ground is not that good here. Timber was cut on it. They clear cut it. And now we have other things that are growing, and it's been years since it was done, but the ground is still kind of weak. But this little spot right here, you can see behind me, and it'll go to down in here somewhere. This is where I've decided I'm going to have my garden. So with all the wildlife that's here, the deer and the rabbits and everything like that, I know by not living here, I won't be able to have a garden not living here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some fencing. I'm going to build me a fence around this area and set it up to where rabbits can't go through it, hopefully, and make it high enough where the deer won't feel like it's worth it to jump it. Then I'm going to break this ground, which is not very big. It's like maybe 75 foot by 50, something like that. It'd be enough for me. But I'll fence it in. Then I'm going to start working on the soil, trying to get it to where it will grow something. Hopefully I can get something in the ground this year, but I'm not looking forward, or I'm not thinking that I can, but who knows. So I'm going to try to get it, but it takes money. And, you know, with all this pandemic that went on, everybody's behind on everything now. So just do what I can do and do it as I can do it. So this channel's going to move kind of slow. Let me set this down. This channel's going to move kind of slow because I don't have a pile of money to sink into everything. So I'm going to do a little here, a little there as I can. And as long as it gets done within the next 5 years, things are good. Hopefully they'll go faster than that, but we'll see. So here we go. Here's my journey. Oh, and there's something else that I want to mention. You know, I am in Tennessee and I am close to the Kentucky Lake, but I've always said I was about 1 to 2 minutes from Kentucky Lake. Well, I timed it the other day. I am 1 minute and 37 seconds from Kentucky Lake. So yeah, that's nice. All right, I'm up here at the head of the property, and this is where I'm gonna have orchard, vineyard, whatever. I've got apple trees here, I've got muscadines. All right, I'm gonna show you what I've got right here. That's all my muscadines, and I set them out about 2 weeks ago. And then we had blackberry winter here, which meant temperatures kind of dropped while the blackberries are blooming. They didn't do good. I didn't think they was going to make it, but I come out here today and this is what I see. They're starting. So, and I've looked at them and it is 5 out of 6 so far have got leaves coming on them, and I'm excited about it. So hopefully I'll have a bunch of muscadines. I got to build a trellis. I'll probably do a video on that. Okay, I planted 4 apple trees. 2 of them I planted about 3 weeks ago, and the other 2, when the order come in, I planted them. And I have 2 Granny Smiths, and look at here. That's the first one. The second one's doing a little better. It's doing actually a lot better. Okay, the ones that I set out about 3 weeks ago, I have a wine sap, and it's doing great. And then I have a Yellow Delicious, and I planted that one a little different. I looked on YouTube and I seen how you can do the Ellen White method. Yeah, Ellen White method of planting a tree. It's where you dig a 3-foot hole by 3 foot by 3 foot deep. And man, it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. This is the wine sap, and this Yellow Delicious was put out at the same time. The Yellow Delicious was actually done the Ellen White method. It's been in the ground about 3.5 weeks. I want you to look. Yeah, it's blooming. First year, 3.5 weeks. So from now on, next year, I'm planning on putting some pear trees and some plum trees. I want to put those out too. So they'll all be going the Ellen White method. Y'all can look on YouTube for the Ellen White method of planting trees. Let me tell you, it works. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. This tree was blooming the first year set in the ground. Whether it has anything on it, I don't know, but it was blooming the first year. The other ones are doing good to get leaves. So, just saying. So anyway, so now I'm fixing to run down to Kentucky Lake, which is 1 minute and 37 seconds from here. And I'm going to show you some of the best fishing in the world, and I'm right here. So, hold on. Okay, this is going to be fun. I have a standard shift truck, but I am fixing to pull out of my drive, which it's not really a driveway yet, but it's getting there. So I'm going to try to film and drive at the same time, which should be fun. Hey, look at me. Okay, I am on the road to Old John's, and it's another 30 seconds maybe. So, I mean, it's not far. I'm gonna turn the camera around now where you can see it, but I'll have to drive through one little creek right here. This is amazing, being this close to Kentucky Lake. I mean, I grew up down here. I grew up fishing here. And there it is. All right, I turned around. I'm gonna head back out. I'm gonna go back up to the property and I'm gonna finish this video up. Been kind of a good evening. All right, I'm going through the creek now, but I wanted to show y'all something. And all right, I'm stopped. I just made it through the creek. I want y'all to look at what a tree. You don't see many of them get that big around here in Tennessee. It's huge. And I don't know what happened to it, but I remember that from when I was a kid. That tree was huge. And I ain't no kid anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna drive back up here to the property and then I'm gonna finish this video up. All right, I'm gonna end this video now. Sorry if it's not up to what I used to do, usually do. Yeah, whatever. I'll get better. I've been off for a while. Haven't really been in the frame of mind to make videos. Sorry, but and there is a reason, and I'll probably make a video about that as soon as I can. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it's not too terrible, and it will get better, I promise, because I used to do pretty decent, and I'll just get better at it, hopefully. So anyway, thank y'all for watching if you stayed this long, and hopefully next week I'll have another one. So like, subscribe, leave comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.